What's good, man? It's Tommy from New Jersey, and I'm just calling. Like, I don't got a question. I got more like a thought.
Okay.
I've been watching the past couple Judge Jets podcasts, and whenever you or somebody brings up the schedule, you've been saying like you think the Jets will split the season series with the Dolphins, split the season series with the Pats, and get swept by the Bills, 2-0 by the Bills. I don't think so. Honestly, I think we probably don't beat the Patriots this year. I honestly doubt we beat the Patriots this year. We never played good against the Patriots, or rarely ever, I should say, especially as of recent. And I just don't see that changing this year. I think maybe next year we could snag a win or two. I don't think we could win against them this year, even though like their offense and some of their defense is not like looking too great. And also the Dolphins. I don't think we split. I think they sweep us. Honestly, they're looking good. Their team's very well put together, very well coached. Basically, like if Tua plays well, we're gonna get swept. If Tua doesn't play well, we might split the series. But if Tua plays well, like their team is really good. I think they honestly. Nah, I'm not gonna say that because the Bills are the clear-cut division champ.
I agree.
But I honestly think we'll split the season series with the Bills. We usually tend to play pretty decent against the Bills, and I believe we play in Week 17 also. So
Yes.
they're gonna clinch the division. I'm pretty sure by then. So I doubt they're gonna start Josh Allen and maybe some other star players if they have, rest them up for the playoffs. I don't know. That's just my thoughts. I'd like to know what you think about it.
Sure.
I love the podcast. Keep it up and go Jets.
Really appreciate it, and I understand where you're coming from, to be honest with you. I had them 0-2 against the Bills, but if they were able to beat them in Week 17, because like you said, they rest the starters, similar to what happened at the end of the 2019 season, I wouldn't be surprised at all. If they're playing for one of the higher seeds, that's a different story, which I think they could absolutely be in the mix for that. I think them and the Chiefs are the two best teams in the AFC. The Browns not too far behind. Am I missing someone? No, I don't think so in my head anyway. So I think those, they could potentially be fighting for seeding at that point. So maybe not. I agree with you. I think the Dolphins are really well built. It all depends on how much you believe in Tua. If he takes a step forward in year 2, then yeah, they could probably sweep the Jets. But the one that I disagree with the most, I think, is the Patriots, because they should have beat the Jets. The Jets rather should have beat the Patriots in both times they played them last year. Really, if they had competent coaching and competent quarterback play, they would have won. It won in the first game, the night game, an awful Joe Flacco interception that basically turned into a punt, and they lost on a last-second field goal. And then in Week 17, they were winning that game and blew it because Sam Darnold threw 2 second-half interceptions. So if you have competent coaching, number one, and quarterback play, number two, I think you can win. And I know they've made a bunch of flashy moves in free agency this year, and I think they will be better. I think Cam will be better, or if Mac Jones plays, I think he could be okay. But I don't think it's to the point where they're like the dominant Patriots anymore. I'm not saying I guess I'm somewhere in the middle. You have some people who are like the Patriots team without Tom Brady is completely cooked. Don't give him any credit in the world. And other people who are still like, this is the same team that we saw from 2001 to 2019. And I guess I'm somewhere in the middle where I do think they still deserve respect, but I think the Jets can hang with them, as we saw last year with a much worse Jets team. And sure, the Patriots were worse last year too. And I think they play better this year. I think they're maybe a 9-win team, let's say, for them. It's a little bit different if I'm the New York Jets. So I am confident that they could beat the Patriots once. It would not shock me if they only had one win either against this division. It's a very tough division, but we'll see how it shakes out. I think you're being a little critical, but I understand it, Tommy. I really do.